Today, I'm going to talk about how to get the Dell CCTK to operate within the Windows PE environment. This will give you the ability to be able to make changes to the BIOS during the WinPE environment before the operating system is laid down. This is pretty critical if you're going to make changes like, let's say you want AHCI as the format or RAID as the format of the hard drive before you start out, before the operating system is laid down. So the way you do this, it's relatively easy. You want to make sure that you have a network share that has the CCTK files in it and the HAPI, HAPI directory there with those files resident also. So we're going to go in here. I have a folder set up called Manage BIOS. Under there, the first thing I do is install the CCTK. Now we're still in, at this point, still in the WinPE environment. The first part of the process is map the T drive. Now, I chose T as just an arbitrary drive letter. We don't use T for anything, and the chances of us ever getting down to that level are slim. So you can choose actually any letter you want. All you need to do on the very first one here is do a net use T and then your location of where the Dell CCTK is located. Now, I'm not going to, of course, go over anymore because actually I have the credentials I'm using, the /user and the username and password at the end of this. That's all it takes to map to that directory in the WinPE environment in order to get your access to your CCTK files. The next thing we're going to do is we go to the next task here. It's also a run command line. That's what I meant to say about this. It is a run command line, if you hadn't noticed that. So we're going to come down here to install CCTK. All we're doing is an X copy. We mapped our T drive and we're copying everything out of the T drive to, I named it X /CCTK. X is the drive letter of your WinPE environment. So we're just creating in the root directory of that, of the WinPE operating system, we're creating in the root directory a CCTK folder. And that copies everything down from there, including the HAPI folder. So all that gets copied over. And now the next part is we're going to enable HAPI, which is required in order for CCTK to operate in the WinPE environment. Well, it's as easy as this. This is all you have to do is type this in. Should be the same unless you choose a different directory other than CCTK. Whatever directory you put it in, all you have to do is point it to that, and this exact line right here should take care of that for you. The next thing I do is I do have it unmap the T drive, and that's really easy. As you can see, it's the simple net use T and then /delete. Now, the reason I unmap it is because I also use T, which is another video I'm going to make here on managing the BIOS, and there's additional functions that I use the T drive for, so that's why I unmap that at the end of this. Well, that's all that's to getting access to CCTK in a task sequence. Now you can do the same thing in SCCM. It's real easy. You could use this exact same methodology that I used here in MDT. Thank you.